So in this video, I'm going to integrate Firebase with Gatsby, and to do that, I'm going to first install Firebase dependency. Uh, so, so for that, I'm going to do npm install, and this is the documentation. So let me go to the documentation and show you what it looks like. So npm install, yarn at Firebase. So once it is done, you would see that dependency is added to package.json. And on the Firebase emulator, I go to Firestore, and you can see I've already created a collection called blog post and some entities there. So what I'm going to eventually filter on is slug, and some of these entities may not have slug there. So I'll create a new component called comment and add it to this post.tsx. So I'm just going to create an empty template and include it in the post.tsx. I'm updating it here, and now if I refresh the page, this is one of the posts that I've already written. So I'm refreshing. So whatever MD file you see there, you'll see that comments is included there. So we need to populate this with the actual Firebase. So in the next section, what I'm going to do is start including Firestore. So to do that, first I need to define Firebase configuration, and for this particular thing I just need the project ID. So I'm going to write a function that gets this. So you can refer to the Firebase documentation. So first thing that we need to do is initialize the Firebase application and then get a connection to Firestore. So now what we are going to do is get handle to the Firestore itself, and so to do that, so we initialize Firestore and then connect to the emulator so that we can query the local emulator here, and we'll get the collection data here. So what we are trying to do is get the data from the local emulator. So that is what we did here, and query blog post collection here. So once we have this, we just want to map it out. So we get the snapshot from this collection and then map it over and get the data object from here. That should get us the data that is required. So let's assign it to a variable, and now what I'm going to do is set it in the state variable so that we can use that to display down. So we set it, and that should be it. So now if I save this, okay, I need to print this as well, and then when the the component loads, I need to get it. So once I'm done with this, so if you see here, it got the blog post from the emulator. So I'm going to create another document. So okay, I need to copy slug, so I'll copy the same slug here, and so the field is slug. So I have one more entity, and if I refresh this, so you will see that instead of 3 we should have 4 documents now. Yeah, so we have 4 documents, and if I want to print this out, so what we can do is, let me copy it from one of the notes that I already have. So hopefully we have comment, or let's at least slug is there. So let me say dot slug. If I do this, you would see that the slugs are printed here. So this does the most of the job. Let me refresh this. So what we have been doing is that we are picking all the entities in the collection. So what I want to do now is filter it out on this value slug. So what I'll do is I'll pass this slug from post here. So to do that, let me define props for it. So type equals to, let's say, comment prop, and it will take slug, which is of type string, and this will become prop colon comment prop, right? And const will get slug from prop. When we have this will throw an error, so we need to pass slug equals to post dot slug, right? So we see here, let me print this slug, console.log of slug. So it is passing this slug. So next step is to filter it out. What I'm going to do is say where slug equals to whatever slug we are getting, and this will be comment. So we save this, I need to import this. So if you see, now we are just getting the comments. Now looking at the emulator, you would see that each of these collection item has an additional field called comment, and that is what is getting printed. So this is a very rudimentary form of getting the comments. Probably in next video or so I would extend this to build a Firebase authentication based commenting system where we would have an option to enter comment, and then once it has so user to be able to post the comment would have to log in with their account, and let's see how that goes. So in this particular video I wanted to show how Gatsby can be integrated with Firebase, and that's about it. So see you in the next one.